Hey there guys, and welcome to another episode of Bravely Default. In today's episode, we take on the second member of the Blood Rose Legion, Artemia. So you know what that means. Go grab your morpher, stare dramatically into the camera, and scream out it's morphin' time because it is going to be a Ranger versus Ranger battle. Now as for strats, we're going to be using some strats we've already used before, so we are going to go ahead and jump straight into the battle.
We fought the Ranger here.
Halt! Artemia. So you still hunt the woodland orochi here? Artemia hunt many orochi. At Einheria's orders? Artemia obey, only obey. Sister's orders, only truth. I see. You haven't changed. You could not stop Einheria. How Artemia live, not yours to say. How sister think, not yours to say. Artemia not tell sister how to think. How sister think, tell how Artemia live. Only sister tell how Artemia live. I understand. I've heard enough. Artemia, hunt. Hunt all prey. All in range. Artemia's prey. I said enough. Nothing runs. Nothing escapes. As long as prey has pulse. Keep firing. Never miss. Never. You and Ray. Chase. Hunt. Artemia. Run! Catch! Thrill! Hunger! Heart! Racing! Fire! Burn! Hands! Trembling! Hunt is on!
Alright Rangers, it's time to roll out. Call the Megazords. Alright, now just like with Philia, Artemia also has access to 2 minions at the start of the battle. Thankfully, she doesn't summon more of them, so we will dispense of them as quickly as possible, and then we will focus all of our attention on Artemia. So with this, we are going to go into medication, we're going to use some compounding, and we are going to use some Fulmin shards to get rid of the 2 minions. Now this will take out one of them, I believe it is the Legion Impaler that is weak to electricity. But we still also have to deal with the Legion Mage, so we will have Rainbow finish her off. Now with Anyas, guess what we're going to use? Guess what we haven't used in a really long time? Ninja Strats! So we are going to go ahead and set up an Utusami with Anyas. With Rainbow, we are going to Brave with him, and we are going to set up our Sword Magic. And we are going to go for some Fire, since Artemia is weak to Fire. And we are going to take out the Legion Impaler. Now with Adia, we are going to set up our really broken Ninja plus Rampart strats, which means we will be more or less untouchable until the later half of the battle when Artemia starts to spam Multiburst. But for the time being, this will help us to keep us alive, because we're gonna need it. Ow. Ow. Stop that. Now normally the Ranger's pretty fast, so I'm actually surprised that the Legion Mage and Legion Impaler got to act as early as they did. Thankfully we're still alive! That could have gone very poorly if that was a crit. Alright, well Tiz is at -3, Rainbow's at -1, and Adia's at -2. We don't want them to get hit, so we're going to go for a Kairai and send all the attacks towards Anyas. Now you can probably guess what I have on Anyas. Transients, Comeback Kid, all that good stuff. Which we're not going to use at all because you decided to default. Alright, that's fine. We can probably expect a Multiburst on the next turn then. So we'll go for a Kairai, and Rainbow, you can just go ahead and start attacking her. So we're going to be using the specialty of the Hunting class, which is going to be Targeting. So targeting does 1.25 times conventional damage, and it pierces default, which is good because Artemia tends to default, like once every second turn or so in order to build up for multi-burst. Unfortunately, everything else that the Ranger class is good for, we won't be able to use this battle. It's much better when you're out in the field fighting wild monsters, but for boss battles, it's not as handy. Simply because we don't fight any demons, we don't fight any undead, we don't fight any dragons. So unfortunately, we are going to have to settle for targeting instead. Yep, multi-burst. This is why we have the rampart up. Alright, let's see. Oh yes, we need to reset your Utusemi, and then we will go for a regular attack, I believe. So we'll go for an Utusemi, and then we will go for a Shibujin Rai. With Rainbow, we'll just keep on attacking Artemia, and then with Idea, we need to reset the rampart. This is more or less why Idea is here right now. It's just to set up that extra wall of defense. Because that happens, the multi-burst. So many multi-bursts! Ah, this could go badly. Alright, well, Tiz, I'm going to have you throw some potions over to Ringabel and Idea. I guess we'll do Idea first. So we'll combine 2 cross potions together, and that will fully heal Idea. Let's see, Anyas, your Utusemi has fallen off, so we will go for an Utusemi, get that back up and running, and we will go for a Kyra. And Ringabel can go for another targeting. So this will help to keep Idea alive for the most part. We do need to heal Ringabel back up. One good shot at Ringabel will knock him out, and we don't want that. So we are going to combine another 2 cross potions together to re-heal Ringabel, and then we are going to use a Kyrai to send all the single target attacks towards Anyas. And then targeting will pretty much we'll be relying entirely on targeting to deal most of the damage to Artemia. Ooh, nice crit. Very well timed. Alright, let's see. I'm expecting a multi-burst on this turn, so I'm going to default with Tiz. Let's see, Utusemi's still good. I will use a Kyrai just in case she uses something else. Rainbow can keep doing what he's doing with targeting, and then with the deal we need to reset the rampart. Ooh, targeting, okay. So targeting is a single target attack, and thanks to Kyrai, it will always be focused towards Anyas, which means she'll be able to dodge it, and then we get free BP thanks to turntables, and we get to dodge the attack entirely. Alright, Tiz, I'm going to have you default. Anyas, I'm going to have you reset your Kyrai and your Utusemi onto yourself. Rainbow, I can't tell if you still have your fire attached. Yes, you do. So we're going to go ahead and go for your special. We're going to use the maximum draw to get our crit rate up. And we just have to wait for Idea to restore her BP, thanks to the rampart.
Think you're ready?
I honestly like this build. Just because it's very team-oriented. Everyone has their own role that they need to play. Okay, let's see. Tiz, I'm going to have you default. Anyas, I'm going to have you... Our team is probably going to go for another multi-burst, so we need to reset the Utusemi, and just in case I'll reset the Kyrai. Rainbow can keep doing what he's doing, and unfortunately we have to wait for Idea to recover her BP. Unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot of different ways that I can restore BP very easily. I mean, there are some, such as Hasten World, as well as the Singer class, or the Performer class, depending on how you want to phrase it. There is also Spiritualism, but you need to combine it with MP and the French in order for it to really work properly. And unfortunately, since I'm trying to go for a Ranger build, I can't really make good use of it like that. Let's see, Utusemi on Anyas, reset the Kyrai, and Rainbow, you are coming very close to death. I'm in a bit of a pinch, just a little bit of a pinch. But thankfully, Idea should be able to reset the Kyrai. Idea should be able to reset the rampart on this turn. We'll also have Tiz unleash his Blade Storm, since I'm going to need him to do some compounding anyways. So let's see, we'll combine 2 cross potions together to re-heal Ringabel. Anyas, I'm going to have you Brave, use Kyrai on yourself, as well as an Utusemi. Rainbow can keep on attacking, and we'll keep working on building up that special, except Ringabel's sword magic has fallen off, so we need to re-equip that. Since Artemia is weak to fire, as long as we keep attacking using these fire-based attacks, then we'll gradually build back up towards Ringabel's special. Now thankfully we have been getting a lot of crits, and since Artemia's max HP is about 108,000 or so, we should actually be in good straits right now. Let's see, Tiz, you are good right now. Onyas, I'm going to have you use a Kairai towards yourself. Ring Bell, I'm going to have you go for a targeting. And Adia, I need you to reset your Rampart. Because we have been doing around 4,600 damage each turn, so I think we're pretty good right now. I'm not too worried about our condition now that we're back to full health. And now that we have our Rampart set back up. Now, alternatively, I could also be using the Die Hard strats as well. That would also work here, since Multiburst will constantly knock out our companions. That would also work. I could also use the Summoner style. And let's see, what else could I be using here? Mind Strike would also probably work really well too, because I could be using Kairai and a sword-based... Not sword-based, I could be using a Kairai plus sword build as well. You know, now that I'm actually looking more closely, I'm noticing that Artemia has the ability to move her tail and her ears. How is she doing that? We don't have that ability. I mean, I do realize that Tiz has this awesome Super Saiyan 3 style hair, but why can't we move our tails and our ears? I mean, is this the result of 100 years worth of training in the Ranger class? Will I too someday be able to move my ears and tail? Alright, get Rainbow back up. Reset our Rampart. And with Tiz, I might as well just go for some attacks. So we might as well make good use of our medication. We'll go for some compounding, and we will combine 2 Flogosons to form a Bomb Arm. And we'll do that 4 times. That should do about 10,000 damage-ish or so. With Onyx, we're going to set the Kairais to herself, and her Utsusemi is still up and running. And our Rampart is also up, so we are pretty much safe from damage this turn. Bomb Arm should do about 12,000 damage. And we get the free transients, nice.
Artemia. Ray. Sister.
It's made of what? And toxic, what's more? I'll work to spread the word. With luck, this lunacy will cease soon.
Ooh, party chat. Even if it's you, Adia, such words are unacceptable. Now, will you please take back what you said? Never! This is one matter in which I refuse to give an inch. This is a clear-cut issue, black and white with no room for gray. Wow, Onyas and Adia are really going at it. Don't see that too often. I wonder what happened. Any ideas, Tiz? Why don't you ask them yourself? Huh, I see you're in fine form too. What's eating you? How can you even say that's the best, Onyas? I mean, your explanation doesn't make any sense. And what of you, Adia? Everything is always black or white with you. Never have I seen such obstinance. I still understand. Would you mind filling me in, Tiz? I told you, ask him yourself. Sigh. Baked custard with strawberry whipped cream! No! Sweet bean-filled wafers! Huh? Those are both desserts. Are you telling me this argument is about which dessert is the best? That about sums it up. Munch, munch. What are you eating there? Strawberry whipped cream custard with sweet bean-filled wafers. You make them yourself? Yes. But it really was just a matter of combining the two. Rather tasty if I say so myself. You are simply infuriating! Me? It is you who is utterly vexing. I feel sorry for them. And you too, Tiz. You know what? That party chat made that whole boss battle worth it. Alrighty, in the next episode we will tackle on Einherja, the Valkyrie. So as always, thank you guys so very much for watching this, and I hope to see you next time. Laters!